When I was 7 years old, my family got our first golden retriever. We named her Daisy, and she quickly became my best friend. Daisy and I were inseparable, and she slept on my bed every night without fail. When I turned 17, Daisy passed away from complications due to old age. I was heartbroken, and my nights felt lonelier than ever without her warm presence beside me. About a year later, my parents adopted another golden retriever, a bouncy pup we named Charlie. But Charlie was nothing like Daisy when it came to bedtime. He refused to set paw in my room. If I carried him in, he would whine and bolt out the door the moment I let him go. He would sometimes stop and stare intently at random corners of my room, his ears perked up before quickly retreating. It made me uneasy, but I tried to brush it off. Then, one night, as I lay in bed tossing and turning, something strange happened. I felt a sudden weight at the foot of my bed, like someone or something had jumped onto it. My heart raced as I sat frozen, trying to rationalize the sensation. Before I could make sense of it, I felt the unmistakable rhythm of 4 paws, shifting and circling, just like Daisy used to do when she was alive, finding the perfect spot to curl up. The covers pressed gently against my feet, as if an invisible dog had settled there. This became a nightly occurrence. Every evening, just as I started to drift off, I'd feel the same familiar movement. Part of me was comforted, but another part of me started questioning my sanity. One night, frustrated after being woken up, I muttered, "Daisy, if that's you, go hang out with Dad for a change." I didn't expect anything to happen, but it felt better to say something out loud. The next morning, over breakfast, my dad looked at me, a little pale. "You're not going to believe this," he said. "Last night, I swear I felt Daisy jump on my bed. It was just like how she used to circle around and lay down." I stared at him, stunned. I had never mentioned the nightly visits to anyone, thinking they'd just laugh at me or think I was losing it. But hearing him describe the exact same thing gave me chills. I confessed what had been happening, and we sat there in quiet disbelief. That week, the visits suddenly stopped. Charlie, who had avoided my room for months, started sleeping on my bed without hesitation. Curious, I asked Dad if he'd noticed anything. He hesitated before telling me he had gone into my room when I wasn't home. He stood there and spoke aloud, telling Daisy, "We love you, and you'll always be part of our family. It's okay to rest now." From that day on, things returned to normal. Charlie seemed more relaxed, and my room felt peaceful again. My dad and I still share this story, though we don't try to explain it. We like to believe that Daisy came back to watch over us one last time and to guide Charlie in being the best companion he could be.